Hi again. No, I came back. Hello, everybody, and welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Waiting up here. A little duck music going on. Yeah, just trying to get orientated today, get grounded, get connected. Man, crazy, crazy, crazy energies lately. Crazy. Um, I think the word advancements, of our energies are coming in, and it's like shaking us up. I don't know about you, but having really nutty dreams and um just with connections. And I think, I had, one dream. I It's like, yeah, things are going to go really well, with the energies, and I felt it. And then it showed that, okay, but there's going to be, I don't know, like, n- something will come in, but don't worry too much about it. It's all going to get fixed anyways. Like, um don't overanalyze. Don't get into a panic about it, right? So that's the other thing. So don't not getting into a panic over things. This is really a leveling, coming into a leveling up of energies, of direction of where you want to be heading. This is not a time to slack off or sit around, especially we were in the dark phases of the moon, which we're going to call the devil part. That's what the ancients used to call it. They used to call it the devil energy because it's the darkness. And usually in many um belief systems, when the moon became in the dark phases, you didn't do anything. Like, it was a time of, you know um cleaning up, doing things like that, but not really putting your energy towards something, or starting something new. Now we have Jupiter now in Taurus with the North Node, with a new moon coming up. Whew, I mean, pretty crazy. We're having an opposition of Mars with Pluto, and coming into this grand trine, and that's going to be in the sky. This energy is very fixed. It's a very fixed energy that's coming in. It is bringing in a new direction and new ideas. Now, this is what I'm going to say. If you suffer, like many people that I know, they suffer from depression or things along that line, or they're feeling out of sorts, get help. Like, honestly, this isn't a time to mess around with your mental health. Like, if you are feeling that you need help, like, get it. Start talking to your doctor. Start talking and finding out about counselors. If you have to go see somebody once a week, then you have to go see somebody once a week. Don't shovel this underneath you know, the bed. This is what I'm feeling. It's like many people are just like, "Oh yeah, everything's fine." It's if it's not, it's not. If you need the help and the direction, then you get the help and direction that you need. It's very imperative that you do, because the energies are just going to get stronger, because this is like a force coming in for us to be able to create, for us to be able to manifest the the life that you want to live, in a world that's showing you that you can't, in a world that's showing you that it is dismantling, and that there is downfall all around you. And yes, we're seeing it. Yes, we're feeling it, but it's our approach, it is our direction in the way that we're doing it. The card I pulled the other day was the World card, which is meaning the ending, and it has all the fixed signs on the World card. So it with that, and that's Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus, and Leo. So we have these fixed energies that are coming in. And those fixed energies are really like, what are your values? This is like, what are you wanting to go towards? What do you want to head into? And that's very Taurus. That's very Taurian. Taurian love, they don't they don't they won't go for less than what they want. They will wait and work towards that. Going into the Scorpio energy can bring you into the seediness and like, oh yeah, okay, whatever, we'll just do it. No, that's not what we want to do. We want to come into the centering of the heart and bringing into the heart energy. And with especially since Mars leaving Cancer. Now we got this burst of this energy of God of War leaving. He's like, he's been frustrated. He's been overwhelmed. Cancer is not his place. Going into a house of fire, the heart. Where am I being driven? Where am I going? Across from Pluto. What are the actions I want to take with this? How am I going to connect with this burst of energy that is coming in? And with Jupiter coming into Taurus, now we haven't seen that in over 12 years, 13 years. So this is also looking into, okay, ending a cycle and beginning a new foundation. When he was in Aries, that's getting you the ideas, the drive, and how we are going to drive this energy. How are we going to implement this energy? Now we're in with Taurus. It's like, how am I going to bring in the qualities that I need in order to sustain myself, in order to live a life that I want to live in, right? And this is saying, and I got like, don't put your hat higher than you can reach. Okay, that's not what it's saying. That's not where the energy says. It's not putting your hat higher than what you can reach, but it's like, okay, I do want to get to that level, but before I can get to that level, what do I need to let go of? What are those shadow energies that are holding me back? So there might be some ceremonies that you need to be doing within this new moon, of releasing, of letting go, of looking at the commitments that you may have made that are no longer in alignment with you, that no longer connect with you. And this is looking at, okay, what road, what way am I able to go on? And it's not necessarily that you go on it right now, but it's allowing for you to contemplate it, moodle it out, draw it out, write it out, work on it. This is looking at, okay, this is where I want to start putting towards. And you might, in this, having to get, and I keep on saying, you might need to get the help, right? There might be people who've already worked on all of this or worked in the direction that you want to go on to, whether it's a career direction, whether it's relationships, whether it's mental health, whether it's physical, whether it's your money. There's people out there who have already done a lot of the work and saying, okay, I can help you. So this is not a time of saying that you're going to try and do it all alone. Don't get into the deep depths of Scorpio, because Scorpio can get you there where it's like, oh, okay, I could do this on my own. I don't need to ask anybody. It'll all figure out in the end. No. This is stepping into the energies of the Taurus and saying, no, it'll figure out with the guides, with the help, and releasing any vibrations that are no longer connected with me. I've been doing a lot of theta vibrational work lately. Absolutely fabulous. I go in the lunchroom and I put my ear things on and I just listen to it, right? And it just, with an intention. And of course, I try and do it with the last 5 minutes of my break, because it's like, I know the buzzer is I know I have my timer is going to go off so I don't go overtime, but it's also allowing me to connect if I've picked up anything during the first part of my day, that it's going to get released, and then I'm going to release that energy, and I'm not going to stay in that energy, so I can bring forth, and then I shine a lot of light into the areas of my body that I feel need to be having that light. I want this over here. This looks better. There we go. It's a weird shawl, but it's pretty. So this is really looking into the new directions that you want to go into, the new phase, and doing those releasements, whether that's through theta. This is a beautiful time to start a 21-day ceremony for yourself, whether that's a meditation ceremony that you want to start to join. Maybe there's something online that you want to join. Maybe there's a cacao ceremony. I'm going to be doing that tomorrow, but you could do your own 21-day cacao ceremony, and you can look it up online, or you can find connections within your community. This is an outreach time, and it's so important to start to do it. So important to have those connections and just align. Now, I'm going to pull a card for the weekend, and just letting anyone who, for the new moon, full moon readings, I'm still not doing the readings. This is my first weekend off. Like, I get Saturday, last Mother's Day was my first day off in 35 days. And this is my first full weekend just to regenerate myself. And, as I said, I'm doing a ceremony tomorrow. But it's just a regeneration time, and it's perfect with this new moon. And I think that's what I'm going to be doing this weekend. I'm going to be going by the river and creating my own ceremony, creating my own what I need to create. So I'm going to probably do that on Sunday and do that. So there goes the dogs upstairs. There goes my dog downstairs. Okay, there she goes. There she goes. Okay. So what does Spirit have to tell us? Page of Cups reversed. So the Page of Cups reversed, we're looking at, okay, of course it's a cup, so it's upside down. So what is it? Like, the page is something of newness. Here I am. I'm new. I'm bright. I'm emotional. I'm going out. I'm doing my things. Here it's like it's being reversed. Maybe you don't need to be so buoyant and out there. Maybe this is a time of being reserved. With this energy, it is a time not to start something new. Really, it's a time of that reverence, of being honoring self on how you're feeling, how your emotions are. All right, and not getting over captivated by, oh, look at this is great, let me go start this is so fantastic. I feel like it's like, no, I wouldn't exactly do that, because if being in the reserve, being in the more of not being that annoying, I guess, overly intuitive or emotional person, like overly fairyish. That's what I'm gonna say. If you pull yourself back, there's rewards with it. But the rewards with this card, when the card comes in, it's saying, yes, there's rewards, but the rewards, there is still work. Yes, you have people cheering. Look at that horse. That horse still has attitude, right? And there's one guy there. I don't know if you notice over on this side. He's looking in a different direction. One guy's looking at the guy. The horse is kind of looking, like, yeah, look at me. Look at the rewards I've made. And he's still looking off into a distance. He's not looking really straight ahead. He's sort of, the horse is looking in one way. He's looking sort of off in another direction. So there is still things to be done, but you got to be somewhat reserved on what you are wanting doing with the passions that you have. So trusting in that reverence of self, you're going to bring in that truth for your own being. And with that, it's going to have to do with balance. The Temperance reversed is really about balance. What kind of balance that you have, what balances in your life are out of whack, that are not aligned for you. And looking at that. Now the Temperance, I love my little book here because it has questions with each of the cards. Dog drives me nuts. Just saying. Of course, I don't find it right away. There you go. What is the greatest block at this time? Wonderful. So what is the greatest block at this time that's holding you, that's not allowing you to create that? So this is a great time where you might not feeling everything's moving towards the direction that you want to. Because when the page is reversed, is like, I want to go out and do this, I want to do it, but it's saying you can't right now. Rewards are coming, but you gotta have reverence with that. And how will I ascend to my next spiritual stage? So this is a time of ceremony. This is a time of reflection. This is a time of saying, hey, you know what? You can't just I got like you just can't over ferry it. I don't know. That's what I keep on getting. You just can't just and sort of spiritual bypass it. So this is where it takes some time to look ahead and envision your future. So look ahead and envision that future. Look ahead and see what the things that you are wanting to do. So that, yeah, okay, that does feel good. That does feel right. Because at the end, if you're not, I mean, there is pain. There is pain in this. Three of Swords. I mean, yeah, I mean, it's the card of pain. It's the card that's saying things are going to strike you, but it's going to pass. It's like you have to go through that pain because you have to allow for that growth to happen. There is so much that people are just wanting, the going out and say spending your money on things, and because you feel like that's going to um, make you feel better, but it's not, right? Because there's still work that needs to be done. Maybe there's grieving that needs to be done. Maybe there's some kind of releasing. Maybe there's an admittance that, hey, you know what? I got some mental health issues. And that keeps coming up because of everything that's gone on within the world in the last few years. There is mental health issues. And these are things that you have to really take seriously and step out to get the help that you need. Maybe there are things, maybe it's I need to join the gym, or I need to join a club and go bowling, or whatever it is. This is where this energy is coming in. And in doing that, there's a sacrifice, because it's getting you out of a void. It's getting you out of the dustiness and the depths of where Scorpio can keep you with the South Node there. And the Scorpio keeping you in the South Node, it can keep you hidden. It can keep you so that you're not being in alignment, so you are not connecting. So it's so important for, to get into that energy of the Taurus, to get energy of saying, yeah, this is my value. This is really what I love to do. So hope that all makes sense to you all. I want you all to have a fabulous, fabulous weekend, and may the Lord and Lady watch over and bless each and every one of you in all that you say and all that you be and all you do. God bless, and the Goddess bless with you. Onwards and upwards, everybody, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.